Howdy, howdy, everybody. Oh man, hey T Whiskey. Oh man, I honestly didn't expect somebody to show up this early because it's 2 o'clock. And normally I'm streaming at like 5:30, but hey, you know what? It's good. I'm glad somebody's here. What? My neighbor's dog just started barking the second I started talking. Like, what the hell? Anyway, hi everybody. So I've been gone for a few days, as you could probably tell. I was not at home. I went on a trip actually. I had like a 5-day vacation plan, and not 5 day, it was 4 day. I had like a long weekend essentially planned where it's just me, myself, and I. And normally I work on Tuesday, but for some reason they gave me a 5th day off for some reason. You know what? I'm not going to complain about it because I'm actually really happy. I'm actually really happy I got today off as well because I literally just got to stay here and just chill and just do whatever. So anyway, I didn't really have anything really planned. I just thought we could talk about my trip, where I went. I was a little ambiguous about where I went, but I went up to Michigan essentially to since it's passed since I've left already. I could probably talk about it now. Yeah, I went up to Michigan and I had a lot of fun. Honestly, it was really fun. It was. I mean, like, it was mostly like I didn't do a lot, but it was more so just kind of like I finally got a chance to actually unwind and be in an environment where it wasn't super stressful, like, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of how that happened. It was actually pretty nice, very nice. It was a nice little trip. Uh, and you know, even though like I literally drove like 6 hours away, like it didn't feel like I drove 6 hours. Speaking of which, speaking of driving crap, I just remembered I have to call the I have to change my oil in my car. I don't know how to do that. If anybody knows how to do that, bro, like just come on over. Like I'll buy the shit. I guess I don't know. But anyway, let me turn my light on because my model's just glitching out a little bit. So let me just turn my light on. That might help a little bit. Probably not, but oh well. Actually, it did help a little bit. That's nice. Okay, but anyway. So, before we get into like the little slideshow I have prepared, in air quotes slideshow, I do want to announce that tomorrow at 6:00 p.m. I have my first collab ever on this channel with It's Sphera. It's Sphera. That's It's and then Sveira. And like I literally like I rated him like before I left, and like that stream was like a Team Fortress 2 stream, and he was like, oh, you know, you were playing Team Fortress 2. I didn't know. I've never played that. I'm like, oh, you never played it? Well, I guess I gotta teach you then. And yeah, I mean, he really wants to learn, so I'm gonna teach him like on stream, and that's gonna be really fun. I think it's gonna be really fun. I can finally be a sensei for once. And that's something I'm actually good at. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the announcement. Very fun. I look forward to it. You guys should look forward to it too. It's gonna be fun. Okay. The only thing is, I had to figure out how to set everything up for a collab, because the thing that was keeping me from asking for collabs was the fact I didn't know how to set anything up, honestly. So yeah. And I would have started this at noon, but the thing I had to buy was I had to buy a 2 terabyte portable hard drive, which was expensive. But the reason why is because I wanted to like keep all my Twitch streams like that because I record all my Twitch streams and upload them later to YouTube. But see, like my storage was getting too full, so I bought a portable hard drive to keep the videos on, so that way I'd always have them. So yeah, I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive just for that. So yeah, there we go. I think that gets everything out of the way. I was waiting for everything to transfer onto the hard drive, so yeah. I freed up literally like, how much was it? Like over like 200, 300 gigabytes on my hard drive, yeah. Like, I didn't know, these streams add up quick. Alright, so, let's go ahead and let's actually get into this slideshow here. Wherever the hell it went. Let's see. Game capture. Yeah, it should be on. Okay, so we're gonna start this off pretty simple. I mean, if it'll show up. It's weird that's not. That's super weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna start this off with some cute pictures. So, yeah, I was staying with my grandparents the entire time. I was staying with my grandparents the entire time. And so this is one of my grandma's cats. This is this is a cat I've known ever since he was a kitten. He's 7 years old now. This is my grandma's cat named, oh man, should I use the names? I mean, my grandparents have like literally no presence online, so it probably isn't that big of a deal. But so I could probably say the names. This is Moreland. So his name's Moreland. He's, like I say, 7 years old. He's a little chubby, as you can tell. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's a little chubby, as you can tell. He didn't used to be. But yeah, so this is Moreland. This is one of my grandma's cats. And they're pretty much like just a... I don't know anything about like cats, honestly. I mean, I've had one for several years. Or I did have one for several years. But I don't know breeds or anything. So to me, this is just cat. This is just a cat to me. So yeah, this is one of my grandma's cats. I think I got another picture of him. I gotta move some of this. I gotta move my phone out of the way here. Yeah, I got another picture of him. Yeah, this is Moreland. This is one of my grandma's cats. My grandma has 3 cats right now. When I actually was like growing up, like she had like so many cats. Like I don't remember how many exactly, but she had several. So yeah, that's Moreland. That's Moreland. I think this was taken on the first day I got there. Ignore the foot. I know there's a foot in the way, but just ignore it. Okay, so let's get into like what I was pretty much doing. Like I said, I didn't really do a lot, but the second day, Saturday, that I was up there, we actually did do something interesting. So yeah, this is, if you don't know, Michigan has like a lot of, it's on the Great Lakes, you know, which are these absolutely enormous lakes for anybody who doesn't know anything about the United States. Like, they're these enormous lakes, like they're huge. They're pretty much like small like oceans, like in the middle of the continent. And so this is the coast of Lake Michigan here. This is at a place called Holland State Park. It's a very nice, it's a very nice little state park and everything. There's not much to it. It's mostly just this beach here. But yeah, as you can see, like for anyone who doesn't know anything about Lake Michigan, yes, this is a lake, by the way. This is a lake. As you can see, you can't really see past it. You can't really see like any land on the other side. It's just that big of a lake. Like there's like shipping containers and stuff. As for what this is, I'm not sure what this is. I think this is just something to demarcate that there's like a it's not a pier, but there's like this whole thing, like the slab that's on is basically it's kind of like I think right to the left of it is a canal. So I think this is just demarcate. This is where the canal begins, ends, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's a beach. So yeah, by the way, like I know like this makes it look like I went swimming. I didn't. I took this picture when it was like 35 degrees outside, I think. I'm pretty sure it was like 35 degrees outside when I took this. Not 35, 45. So yeah, I wasn't going to swim. And Lake Michigan is infamously freezing. So like, I mean like, so like outside it's like 45, but the water was probably like 30 something. So yeah, no one was swimming in that. No one's going to swim in that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me bring up. Yeah, this is the same park. This is still the beach. I got several pictures of the beach. You're gonna see more of that lighthouse later, but yeah, this is just another view of the beach. As you can tell, there's the other side of the canal right there. With this, I'm gonna just call it like a pier because I don't know what else to call it. And so you got these rocks here. You got the way up to like the pier. This is that's a weather station. And then that lighthouse, I got a few pictures of that lighthouse. But yeah, you'll see that. This is another view of the park here. Like, this is looking behind me, like, away from the lake. So, like, oh, this is not centered. Why is it not centered? It's not going to be centered. No matter what I do, it won't be centered, I don't think. Okay, it's the closest it's going to be to center. Alright. So, anyway. Yeah, as you can see, like, this is literally, like, right very close to, like, a residential area. I don't know why he keeps doing that, but... You can see it's like very close to like a residential area. There's like these sand dunes everywhere. Yeah, it was a very interesting place. I mean, I've been there a few times, so it's not. I wasn't getting into anything like I didn't know. But yeah, like it's a very small park, very small beach. This is another view of the lake, just to give you like an idea of just how big this lake is. And I mean, to be fair, like in the summertime, this is a really good place to go. But just when I went, like it's still pretty cold up there. So yeah. All right, so I mentioned we were gonna get another view of the lighthouse here. So this is the lighthouse. I don't know what it's called specifically, but supposedly this is a very important, a very well-known landmark in Michigan, and I just don't know. I think it's just called like the red box or something. I mean, it's accurate. It's an accurate name for it. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like, I totally forgot. I don't know what it is. My grandpa told me what it's called. It's apparently it's a pretty like well-known landmark in Michigan. I don't know. I've never heard of it. There is a. I don't think I got in this picture, but there is a. There's a historical marker outside of it somewhere. Like, I think it's a little ways like to the left. But yeah, so that's the lighthouse. Hey, Nemaru, hello! I'm just talking about my trip a little bit. Going through pictures and stuff. I got another picture of the lighthouse. So there's a couple pictures of the lighthouse I got. Okay, this was on, like, the pier, kind of. This is a canal, like, into Lake Michigan, pretty much. So nothing really special going on here, just, it's a very rocky area. Okay, so, as you can see, in the top left corner, I got my thumb in this, but that's okay. So yeah, this is another view of the lighthouse. There's the historical marker I was talking about. That's a historical marker. I don't know what this lighthouse is called, honestly. And yeah, as you can tell, like, this whole area is beachfront property in Lake Michigan. Like, pretty much, like, this whole area was popular. Like, it's a very expensive area to live. Like, personally, I would love to live here, you know, if it wasn't, like, so fucking expensive. Yeah, it's a pretty, like, upper class area, honestly. Alright, what other pictures do we got? Okay, so at some point, I got bored of just staying on the beach, and I decided to kind of like explore kind of like the dunes around the area. So these next few pictures are literally just like me, like walking along the dunes. I actually really enjoy walking on sand dunes. I don't know what it is, but for some reason it's my element. So it's like a little quirk of mine. I just like exploring like sand dunes and stuff. I like the beach kind of setting and environment. But yeah, so there's the top of a dune. It's not, they don't have that high of dunes. The parking lot, you can see there's a playground, you can see the canal there. Yeah, interesting. Just another view. Actually, I just noticed this. I didn't notice this one. I guess so. I guess there's some sand. That's stuff that's buried in the sand, I guess. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, and then let's see. Okay, I know there's more pictures than that. Okay. So that's the last sand picture, it looks like. So now we get to see more stuff from my grandparents' house. I think it was taken the same day. So this is another one of my grandma's cats. This is actually her oldest cat at the moment. So my grandparents live on a farm that's essentially been that's been like in the family for like over 100 years pretty much. And they're the current owners of it. And because of that, they have like what you would expect on a farm, and they have like a barn. And what they like to do, they'll take in like stray cats and they'll keep them as like barn cats. And that's what this cat is supposed to be. This cat, I think they said he's 14 or 15 years old now. I remember when he was really young. His name's Renter, and they call him Renter because, you know, it's like he's renting out the barn pretty much. So yeah, this is Renter. This is the one I've known the longest. The cat I've known the longest, because most of the cats actually all the cats my grandma had when I was like very young have all passed on. So this is the only cat pretty much from my childhood that I remember that's still alive at the moment. So yeah, he's a very nice cat. He's very sweet. He's more of an outdoor cat though, but apparently like in his old age he's staying in more. So yeah. Oh god, oh no. These next set of pictures. Be warned, everybody. I don't know why. This is the highlight of my trip right here. This is the highlight of my trip. Are you ready? So, you might be wondering what this is. Why does it look like that? So, if you don't know, if you didn't see on Twitter, this is water pie. Yes, this is a real thing, by the way. So, apparently, like, my grandma was looking in the newspaper, and she likes to look in the newspaper for, like, recipes and stuff. and she found this recipe called water pie. I mean, it's literally like just like flour and sugar and water and butter, and like you cook it in a pie crust, pretty much, and it makes this thing called water pie. And as it cools, like it turns into like a gelatin. So like you got, so it's like it just tastes like pure sugar, pretty much. It tastes like pure sugar. And I mean, in all fairness, it really doesn't taste bad. I promise. It looks horrible. Like, if I'm being honest, like, when it came out of the oven, like, I was sitting there like, it dead ass looks like diarrhea. But, you know what? In this case, the presentation is not important. And I even, like, looked it up, because, like, some of the people in, like, the cowboy, like the Western VTubers, group, they were saying, like, oh yeah, water pie, it's so good. I'm like, wait, is this like was this a thing? Like, no, somebody, because before I knew this was a thing, I thought like someone just like got high or something and like just made a pie, and just wrote the recipe what they did, and was like, hey, it doesn't taste that bad, and just put it in the newspaper. But no, apparently this has been around since the Great Depression, which honestly I should have expected that. I got a couple more pictures of it. There's a water pie again. There's the recipe. As you can see, yep, it's indeed water pie. Water, flour, sugar. Oh, there's some vanilla in it too, I guess. Vanilla extract. And then butter. Yep, this is water pie, everybody. And just if you want it, just in case, I don't know. There you go, guys. Why is it upside down like that? Is it not gonna fix itself? Okay, there we go. Here's the recipe for you. Just pause and take a screenshot if you want. Here's the recipe. If y'all want it, there you go. Water pie. Water pie, everybody. Oh, man, what just happened? What just happened? Okay, there we go. I don't know if y'all want it or not, but there you go. There's this recipe. Okay, so this was on Sunday, I want to say. It's a terrible picture. I know it's going to be blurry. But so, like I said, my grandparents live on a farm, so there's a lot of fields around. This is taken through a window. These are actually a couple of cranes out in the field. This isn't really, like, important or anything. I just really like the picture. There's cranes. You know, they were huge. They were actually very huge. So, yeah, cranes. Okay, now it's time to look at my grandma's third cat. The last cat that I have a picture of. Okay, so this is... Her name's Essie. She's the only female cat that my grandma currently has. She's also 7 years old. So she got Essie alongside the cat I mentioned, the first cat, Moreland. So they're both pretty much the same age. I think she might be 8. I don't know, 7 or 8, around that area. The thing about Essie is she is half feral. She's part feral. Basically, she's very skittish. She doesn't really trust people that much. She's gotten a lot better. Like, ever since I've known her. Like, ever since I've known this cat. She's gotten a little... Grandma and my grandfather have gotten to the point where they can, like, get her to come over to them and, like, pet... And she'll, like, let you, like, pet her head. But she won't let you, like, pick her up or, like, pet her back or anything. So, yeah. Actually, a couple times, Essie came up to me, and I got to scratch her head a little bit, yeah. But every other time, nah, she doesn't really trust... She doesn't like me, so... I think it was apparently because, like, I took her bed. Like, because I stayed in the guest room, and I guess that's where Essie likes to sleep, so... I pretty much stole her bed from her. I stole her bed. I stole her bed. And that's probably why she didn't like me. And then for some reason, I got another picture of Renter. This was like yesterday. I took this yesterday. I don't know why I took another picture of Renter. I guess I just forgot I took a picture of him. So yeah, there's Renter. And then apparently there's a couple videos on here, which is interesting. I didn't think I actually had any videos. Well, I mean, I remember I did, but will they work? I don't think so. Well, first, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, hold up. Let me adjust volumes and stuff here. It's gonna be a little... It's a little choppy on the game on like the screen, which is weird, but all right. Let's fix it. Let's fix this. Okay. All right, so yeah, this is at the beach. This is at Holland, at the beach. So yeah. I was fucking around.
Oh my gosh. Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know why I took that video. I guess I was just bored. It's this one too. I took another video. If it'll load. Here we go. So this is just the canal here. It's choppy on screen. I don't know why, but so yeah, I think that's all I've got actually. I think yeah, that's all the footage I took. I actually thought I would take more, honestly. Like most of it's like literally like Holland and stuff. Well, Holland as in like Holland, Michigan. I didn't actually go to Holland. Like I can't afford to go to the Netherlands. So yeah, there we go. I think that about like covers it, honestly. That about covers everything, honestly. I didn't think it was gonna take I didn't think it was gonna be that short of a stream. So but yeah, that happened, I guess. So I guess we can just chat for I don't know, another 40 minutes or something. I've only been streaming for like 23 minutes. But yeah, it was you know, like I said, I didn't really do anything up in Michigan. I just literally like spent time with my grandparents. But you know what? Honestly, it was all right. You know, it was okay. It was a fun time. You know, it was relaxing. That's you know that's all that matters. You know, in a when on vacation is that you were able to relax and forget about everything for a little while. So yeah, that's what I did. I didn't do anything really. Yeah. Honestly, I wish I got more pictures. I mean, especially like on the first day, because so my grandparents have a big property, and one of the things they have on their property is they have woods on their property, and I decided to take a walk in the woods like on my first day, and I mean the only thing I saw were deer and I saw turkeys. Oh yeah, by the way, has anyone actually in chat? Has anyone actually ever seen a wild turkey? Like in real life, like you're just walking in the woods and you see one. Those things are huge. Like turkeys, wild turkeys are fucking huge. Like, and I personally did not expect that. Am I bleeding? Oh shit, I'm bleeding. What the fuck? Hang on, I just started. That's weird. Give me a moment. Let me wash my hands real quick. That's weird. I don't know how that happens. Oh, that was weird. Honestly, no idea why that happened. Like, legitimately, like, I'm just OMG with my grandparents up in Ohio. Oh no, you good? Yeah, I just looked down. I have a small, like, paper cut. Or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm literally just like, bruh. Like, I just know, like, I felt something weird on my hand, and I look, I'm like, oh, I'm bleeding. That's nice. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's nothing. So, yeah, turkeys are enormous. Apparently, like I was literally just walking through the woods, and then all of a sudden I hear something, and I look, and there's these turkeys, and they're just dead ass sprinting away from me, and I'm just like, oh shit, you know, because it took me by surprise, because like they're enormous, they're huge, like, and I mean I kind of already knew that, but like I just didn't expect to see that, you know I didn't expect to like walk out in the woods and see a fucking velociraptor, you know, so yeah, that's how that went. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like, it was just relaxing time, honestly. Oh, yeah, and it was Easter, too. I forgot about that. Honestly, like, I don't really celebrate Easter that much, so, I mean, it's alright. Yeah, but I totally forgot it was Easter, and that was kind of the reason why I went up there, was to kind of, like, celebrate Easter with my grandparents. And we didn't really do much. The only thing that happened was, like, my aunt came over. My aunt, whatever. I don't know, I'm from the Midwest, so I say aunt. My aunt came over, and we had dinner, and that was about it. And then we played Mancala. Yeah, this is weird. This is weird. Oh wait, what is this? But that's not. What the fuck? I don't know why. My grandfather's type of hick that runs over things to eat them, and he's run over a turkey before and took it home and cooked it. Oh my god. That's amazing. That... my grandfather's not like that, but like... My grandfather's not like... He doesn't hunt or anything, or he doesn't try and run things over, but he's literally like... My grandpa's kind of like more like the handyman kind of grandfather. Like, he knows how to fix stuff, and he builds stuff like in the barn and stuff. My grandfather owns a 1946 Chevrolet truck. So I mean, like, that's cool. I mean, I guess he's a car collector. I don't know. Well, I'm from the South. That's why, unfortunately. Oh, the South. The South. I love the South. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't live there. Maybe I love the South because I don't fucking live there. That's probably why. Like, every time I visit the South, I'm like, God, I love it here. Like, I should, like, I've been to, like, South Carolina, like, I've been to Florida, I've been to Texas. Tennessee is a shit show right now. Oh, man. I don't, my brother likes to go to fucking Tennessee. My brother, him and his girlfriend like to go to Chattanooga, and they'll, like, rent cabins, like, up in, like, the mountains and shit. And I'm just sitting there like, damn. Why don't I have that much money? And what's funny is it's not my brother who's providing all that money. It's my brother's girlfriend, because my brother's girlfriend works in healthcare. So I'm literally just sitting there like, bruh. like, because my brother and his girlfriend are like going on vacation, like to like the mountains in Tennessee, or they're like going on a cruise to like Mexico, and I'm just sitting here in my house like, damn. Well, I guess I can go to Michigan. And I mean, to be fair, I mean, Michigan's nice. It's a nice place if you go there. You know, I mean, I hear the Northern Peninsula of Michigan's very nice. I've never been to the Northern Peninsula, I don't think. But yeah, every time I go to the South, I'm literally just like, man, I like it here. I don't know why. I don't know why, because I about melt from all the fucking heat. But like, going to Texas, oh man, I talk a lot about when I went to Texas back in like July of last year. But it's because, like, that is one of the strangest places I've ever been. Not because, like, well, one, because it was like a lot of ranches. Like, it was like constant like prairie and ranches and like gravel hills. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Because it was such an alien environment to me. And it was so fucking hot. Like, every day I was in Texas, it was literally like over 100 degrees. I'm like, how do people live here? Like, I can't. I want to travel more, but money. Oh yeah, definitely. No, I feel that 100%. That's a big mood. Like going to my grandparents' house it's a trip like I can make on like a tank of gas. I mean, like the gas will be like almost gone by the time I get up there, but I can make it one way on a tank of gas and then make it back. Oh, I'm still bleeding. Shit. Sorry. Anyway. But yeah, I really want to travel more. I mean, I mentioned I'm trying to get... I need to apply for my passport, honestly. I mentioned this on Twitter. I need to apply for my passport so that way I can, like, go to, like, places outside the U.S. You know what would be fun? I want to go... I'm weird, maybe. I want to go to, like, Britain and Japan. And Britain is what makes me weird, probably. Japan, not so much. Everyone wants to go to Japan. Japan's really nice. I would love to go to Japan so much. Japan trip, let's go. Oh man, maybe 2 years from now, because I ain't got the money to go to Japan right now. So maybe 2 years from now when I have a passport and money. I mean, unless I find like some deal or something like on a trip to Japan. I mean, that's possible, I guess. You can probably find a deal to Japan. But I mean, I feel like I think the first place I should ever go with a passport is Canada, probably, because that's probably just the easiest and cheapest, because I can literally just drive up there. A ton of my favorite VTubers just went to Japan, and seeing all their pictures made me jealous. You know what? I saw that all on Twitter too. Yeah, I was watching a lot of that on Twitter as well. Oh man, it's fun. It looked like a lot of fun. I would love to go to Japan right now. Excuse me. Yeah, Japan is like the goal. That's like number one on my bucket list. Like Japan. I want to go to Japan. I think it'd be amazing, honestly. Like, Even though, like, I already know, like, dead ass right now, I'm gonna get lost up there because I don't know how to read kanji or katakana. And I know, like, they've got, like, a lot of the signs there in English. But, I mean, still, knowing me, I'm probably gonna get lost up there. Because I just have a... You know what's funny? I say I have a poor sense of direction, and yet I've made my way back from Texas. Like, I went to Texas and back, and I just went from Michigan back. So, yeah. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't say stuff like that, but like I just do. I'm actually pretty good at navigating, I think. But yeah, what else is on my list? Where else do I want to go? I mean Australia. I'd love to see Australia. My grandfather and my aunt went to New Zealand a few years ago, and that place looks awesome. Like I'd love to go to New Zealand. Where honestly, like I feel like if I just start listing countries, I'm gonna list almost every single country in the world because every single country in the world looks like it has something interesting to offer. So, and I know I'm not gonna be able to make that. So, I should just say let's just focus on getting to Japan first. Let's just focus on Japan. Let's get that out of the way first before we try and decide to visit anywhere else. Well, that in Britain. I need to visit Britain, too. I really want to visit Britain. Let's see. What else is there? Did I do anything else that's really interesting? I'm still fucking bleeding. God damn. What else did I do? I'm trying to think of something interesting that I saw. I don't think I really saw that much that was interesting, honestly. I mean, like, I did get cabin fever. But I mean, like that's not unusual. So I mean, I don't know. I didn't, it was a boring vacation. But you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes all you need is just a vacation. Just go and just lay down and chill for a few days. I mean, it was nice though. Like being able to sit down and oh my god, wait. Okay, so I sometimes. Every time I like go up to there, it seems like I show my grandma something new. This is something kind of cool, I guess. I show my grandma anime. I show my grandma like anime. Like so, a few years ago, me and my brother went up there, and we brought. I have the first 4 seasons of Dragon Ball Z on DVD, and we brought them up with us. So, me and my brother, with our grandma and grandpa, we watched Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, we watched Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god. We showed our grandparents Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, that was interesting. And then, we did that a few times, and then one time we brought One Piece up, or I brought One Piece up, because I have like the first probably 200, 300 episodes of One Piece on DVD too. So I brought One Piece up. And we started watching that, and then I don't think I brought anything last time I went up there. But this time I brought a couple other shows. These ones were more mature though. I brought up Jormungand, which I have the complete series on both Blu-ray and DVD, and I brought up Future Diary, which I only have on Blu-ray. Now my grandparents don't have a Blu-ray player; they have a DVD player, so we couldn't watch Future Diary. But my grandma was like, "Yeah, we can watch this Jormungand, So I showed my grandma the first 2 episodes of Jormungand, and I was actually super worried because I don't know if any of you've ever seen Jormungand, but it's definitely a more mature anime. I would recommend it, honestly. It's a good show. I love it, but it's definitely a more mature anime. There's a lot of bad, it's not just swearing. It's not just damn, or you're pissing me off. They're saying stuff like fuck and shit, and my grandma, my grandparents are a little traditional, so I was worried about that. Oh man, that and Jormungand's about warfare and an arms dealer, so there was that too. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly, but I went into it and I mentioned it to my Grandma, because I talked before I went there about bringing this stuff up, and she said bring it up and we'll take a look at it, you know. And I warned her straight up, like, before, like, she sat down and watched the first 2 episodes with me. I was like, all right, listen, Grandma, look, this show's bloody. This show's got really, like, super bad words in it, Grandma. Like, are you absolutely positively sure you want to watch this? And she's literally sitting there like, oh yeah, you know, I can handle it. It's fine. You know, I've heard those words before. The thing I can't handle is nudity. I'm just like, that happens later in the show. But not the first 2 episodes. And she was like, oh, okay, we'll just stick to the first 2 episodes. And I'm like, okay, yep. Sounds good. If you think you can take it, all right. So yeah, I showed it to her, the first 2 episodes. The tamest episodes of Jormungand. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she was just being nice or if, like, she actually did enjoy it, but she said, yeah, I like that. After we stopped watching, because we stopped after the 2nd episode. I'm glad we did, because the 3rd episode starts an arc with, like, what are they called? I don't know. There's some assassins, and there's this arc with assassins that starting in the 3rd episode, and it kind of gets a little questionable. So, oh my god, I love that show so much. I love it so much, but yeah. So that's what I do. I show my grandma anime every time I go up there. Actually, I'm kind of glad that we couldn't watch Future Diary, because I think Future Diary is a little worse. So, I think Future Diary is a little worse than that, considering it's literally about, like, middle school age kids, like, fucking murdering each other. Yeah, you know, so, you know what, it's probably a good thing that didn't pan out. Yeah, I love Future Diary, too. Can I talk about that real quick? Has anyone here seen the Future Diary? Or, if you don't know if you know it by the Japanese name, Midai Nikki, anybody seen that? I literally came across it by chance. I literally came across Future Diary by complete 100% chance. So let's go back to cringy weeb high school Malthus. When I was in high school, I used to sit and watch anime Vine compilations because I was just that cringy of a weeb. Like, I had to sit down and watch memes, anime memes on my phone. Like, that's what I did for entertainment. I watched anime Vines. I sound like I'm saying it with pride, but I'm not. Like, honestly, I look at most of those now, I'm like, why did I like watching these? But anyway. So, I was watching one day, and I came across a meme. I don't remember what it was exactly. I don't know what happened in it, but it made me kind of laugh. And I decided to, like, look up what the anime it was from. Like, what it was from. And that's when I figured out it was from Future Diary, because somebody in the comments was actually gracious enough to put the, like, names of the anime in the order they appear. In the order they appear with the timestamps. So yeah, I was able to find the Future Diary. So I was like, okay, you know what? For some reason, that show's attracting me. So I want to watch that. So I looked up the synopsis, and so I went, and I watched it, and honestly, I was hooked. And then, after I finished watching it, or at some point, like in the middle of watching it, I don't know, my brother was just my brother is not into anime at all. Like, he likes Dragon Ball, One Piece, Attack on Titan, and now Future Diary. Like, those are the only 4 anime he likes. Like, that's it. So, one day, when it was during the time when like I said, it was cringe weeb Malthus. I was trying to get him into anime too, because I wanted somebody to watch anime with me. I wanted to watch anime with someone else, and I've been pretty much unsuccessful except for, like, Attack on Titan and Dragon Ball Z. So, like, I decided, like, hey bro, you want to watch the first episode of, like, this show called The Future Diary with me? And he was like, oh man, I don't know. I don't really like stuff like that. I'm like, I know, but you might like it, And he was like, okay, fine, I'll watch the first episode. And so we watched it, and he was like, you know what? I actually really like that. Let's watch the next episode. So yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I just like getting people into anime. So not so much anymore. I don't really watch anime anymore, honestly. And I mean, I feel like that's kind of a tragedy. On one hand, that's kind of a tragedy, but it's also like, I don't know. Because, like, I really actually, I feel like I'm missing out on so much cool stuff. Like, me not watching anime, because I feel like there's so much stuff that's probably been released that's really cool that I'm missing out on. But at the same time, it's like I'm just not really into anime anymore. And I mean, I don't know how else to describe it, really. Like, maybe, I mean, like, I guess I just need to find that one show again that's gonna get me back into it. Because right now, recently, the only anime I've watched is stuff that I've watched before. Like, I think the last anime I actually sat down and watched fully was Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion, when they re-released it on Netflix. And I'd already seen it before. So, like, it was literally me just rewatching it. Excuse me. It was literally just me rewatching it. Yeah, but, anyone got any, like, good anime recommendations, honestly? I mean, I've got one. My friend at work, Rick, I don't think he'll mind me saying his name. Nobody ever does, really. But he's pretty much recommended me this show called I can't say that word. Requiem for a Phantom. I don't know if that's any good or not. He's told me about it. He told me a little bit about it. It sounds interesting. Let me look it up right now, actually. Let me look it up right now. Like, because I don't know anything about it except for, like, what he's kind of told me. Requiem for the Phantom. Okay, so I got the name wrong a little bit. Okay, looks like it's about mafia. That's cool. I'm looking at the synopsis right now. Wait. Mafia is rife in America where assassinations are a regular occurrence on the streets? God damn. Like, already it's like, whoa. Like, that's a lot to take in. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I think I do have to watch that. It actually sounds really interesting. I'm not gonna spoil. I mean, it's not really spoilers. It's the synopsis on. It's the synopsis on fucking my anime list. But you know, honestly, that sounds really interesting. Actually, I might actually legitimately have to check that out. But actually, sounds really cool. So yeah, I guess the way he described it kind of made me go like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. But reading that, whoa, okay, you know what? Actually, that does sound like my kind of thing. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to actually check that out. What else can I talk about? I don't think there's really much more I can talk about. I mean, 45 minutes. I mean, short stream, you know. But I mean, I honestly don't think there's really much more I can talk about, really. I guess I'm gonna check out real quick who's online right now. Like, who's streaming? Who all streaming right now? Shut up. I think that was me. You probably heard me for a second. Let's see. Because I want to see who's all online so I can see if I can, like, raid somebody. Like I'm interested in, like, maybe raiding somebody. Ooh. Mika. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, so oh my god. Mika Melatika is streaming on Twitch right now. Oh god, do I raid? I don't know if I want to raid her or not. Okay, guys, if you don't know, Mika Melatika is my fucking Oshi. Like, legitimately. And she's streaming right now. Oh god, I don't know if I want to raid her. That makes me nervous to think about, man. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that, man. Like, what? She's streaming Overwatch 2 right now. Oh god. Wait, I'm sure she's cool with that. Like, is she cool with people raiding her channel? I know some people aren't. I know there's some people that are kind of like fidgety about that. There's some people that are like kind of like they don't want people to raid their channel, you know, stuff like that. So I'm gonna. Sorry if you hear that. I think is it muted right now? Yeah, it's muted. Never mind. So you shouldn't be able to hear it. Okay, let me take a look because actually I'm legitimately thinking about raiding her. What the hell was that? I heard a door outside, a car door. I mean, I don't see any rules that say you can't. Oh god, should I? All right, what do you think? What do you think? Should we raid her? Oh god. Is this weird that like my heart's skipping a beat right now just thinking about it? Fuck. Do you guys want to? I mean, like, if you guys don't want to raid anybody, let me take a look. Me literally like debating, like, oh god, do I want to? Oh god. Wait, take a look. Okay, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? You know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's raid Mika Melatika Mayoshi. Alright, are you guys ready? So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits here. I didn't really have a big stream planned anyway, so I think it's fine. I didn't really, I just want to sit down and talk a little bit. Just remember, tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow's a big stream. We're gonna be playing with Sphera. We're gonna be collabing in my first collab ever, and we are going to essentially, I'm gonna be teaching them how to play Team Fortress 2. So just look forward to it, y'all. Like, look forward to it. Alright, so, as always, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And as always, have a good one.